I grew up learning about the climate crisis through the powerful photos of starving polar bears and melting caps of ice. And these photos, these powerful photos, just showed me how far away these things were. And me being a brown Filipino kid, I just wondered, what could I do for, global warming back then when I was here in the Philippines, just so far away from what was happening. And it was only when we started doing reforestation and tree planting that I realized that I didn't need to be anyone else to be a person that can make a difference. I can be a small brown kid and still change narratives over here in the Philippines in regards to the climate crisis. And it was in that belief that I think really just fired me up and put so much hope in me that, if we do something now, things can change. When I started my advocacy, it was really for reforestation because at that point in my life, I thought that was a solution that everyone could get involved in. And I think when I saw that more and more people were willing to get into environmentalism, reforestation, that's when it really clicked on me that when we truly believe in something, when we are passionate about something, the best thing to do with it is to share what we're passionate about, share our big ideas, and work towards that goal of making it happen. Hi everyone! Thank you so much for joining this masterclass with me. I'm Issa Barte. I am an artist, storyteller, National Geographic Young Explorer, and the co-founder of For the Future here in the Philippines, which is an NGO run by young people and fueled by storytelling and photography. And it all started here in the ancestral lands of the Yangil tribe, where a group of 40 kids came together and planted over 800 seedlings in one afternoon. It was there that we realized if we just got more people involved in the environment, then we could actually have a whole new forest in our lifetime, and we could be the ones to make it real. So that's what I do with my life now. I've dedicated my career into helping communities who are devastated by the climate crisis, into reforesting our lands together with our indigenous people. So yeah, this workshop, the next 2 days, we're gonna be working on your stories and your advocacies to post online and see how storytelling and photography can create an impact through your advocacies. I started out as an artist, and while I was doing my art, I also found my advocacy, which is really sharing the stories on ground of the realities of the climate crisis. And so after a trip with a few friends of mine who were photographers, I really saw how much of an impact it could make by sharing photos of what was happening in these affected areas. And ever since then, I've been empowered to pick up a camera and share these stories like my friends were. Art is a great tool for spreading information or spreading awareness because when I place a picture in front of someone, what they see is actually a reflection of themselves. And so they put themselves in that advocacy, they put themselves in that question that I'm stating in that art piece. And instead of just passing by an art piece, it makes you think differently. And that was always my goal for all of my art pieces, to challenge my viewer. Yeah.
Sounds good.
I also want to get to know all of you, so let's start with Naomi, if you can tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, hi. So I'm Naomi Riskin. I'm one of the co-heads of 1 Million Lights Philippines, and what we do is provide solar lights to different off-grid communities around the Philippines. So a lot of these are indigenous communities, upland communities, and fisher folk who are not reached by the grid. And these solar lights help them with their livelihood, help their children with education, and generally just help with the safety of these communities. So I'm really happy to be working in that organization where we really aim to help light up the Philippines and create change that you can see.
All right. So, hi, I'm Sam. I am the co-founder and I head the operations for Emerging Islands La Union, which is a coastal-based organization founded here in La Union. So, the goal of Emerging Islands is to help artists and creatives think, create, and relate as an archipelago. So, what we mean by that is really help artists tell the stories of archipelagic or coastal communities, right? So, communities facing the climate crises, and all of the things that, as an archipelago and coastal communities, we actually don't realize we're facing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And that's literally what we need right now. We need to bring creativity into the solutions for our climate.
Exactly. I think that's what's missing. Like there's so many creative people here, but if we could band together to tell stories about the Philippines and the problems we face, there would be a lot more cohesion and maybe a lot more help coming in and just more stories in general. So yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Excited
amazing.
for that too.
Yeah. How about you, Carlo?
Hi everyone, I'm Carlos Salazar, 19 years old, a proud member of the Igorot tribe in the Trinidad Benguet. So I am a young volunteer for a NGO which is called Project Kurma. It's a conservation program based here in La Union. So we aim to preserve and protect turtles and their habitats. And we also aim to spread the Kurma ethics, which is to respect every living entity, to be responsible for our actions, and to put our care into action. That's all.
I love that.
Amazing.
I love Kurma.
So yeah, I think what we all have in common is really that in the deep sense of our advocacies, there are stories to tell with the work that we do. And that is what we're gonna try to really bring out of each and every one of you. This story that will shine light on your advocacy.